Right, now let's stay up north. Let's go to the Upper East region where our correspondent Albert Sore has been doing a follow-up to government's promise of hot meals. Also, he's been looking at housing projects listed as ongoing. So tell us, Albert, which schools did you go to and what did you find?
Yes, Kojo. So, hello?
Right, I hope you can hear us. We can hear you clearly. So just go ahead. Tell us what you found in the schools that you went to.
Yes, so on Monday, we were at the Catholic cluster of schools, and then the Methodist school in Bolgatanga municipality. It was the first time they had started with the serving of the meals for these junior high school students. So we wanted to speak with them and to know if they were okay with the meals. Now, one thing you would observe speaking to these GSS students was that some of them were really excited because this is something that had not happened for them before. And so knowing that they were coming to school and they were going to get a meal, which they would not pay for, was something that was exciting for them. And you could tell, you know, speaking to them and interacting with them, that they were happy about it. The first time they served them jollof rice with an egg each, which, you know, from our interaction with them, they were telling us that they liked the meal. We also got the opportunity to interact with the school feeding coordinator, who told us that for the rest of the time until they write their BECE, they were going to be serving them some meals, and you know, they had a menu which they were going to use to change the meals from time to time.
Right. So at this point, do the students feel that what they're being given is nutritious enough? Do they feel it's going to make an impact on their teaching and learning and their ability to concentrate in school?
Exactly. At Methodist, for instance, when we got there, they had already finished eating their meal on that day. Now, when we were speaking to them, one of the students told us that usually some of them come to school without pocket money for lunch. And, you know, by the time it is getting to afternoon, they become hungry. And so concentrating in class becomes very difficult for them. Now, because of this, what was happening was that, you know, if they were served a meal, then it will make it easier for them to concentrate, and they will not have to worry about not having money for food. On the nutrition aspect of it, some of them said that, well, the meal may not be exactly what they normally would have at home, but the fact that, you know, there was an egg in the meal which would take care of their protein needs, they were quite satisfied, you know, with the nutrition content of the meal. So you get the impression that generally these children were satisfied with the meals they were being given.
That's good. Talk to me about the infrastructure projects that you've been monitoring. What are your findings?
So one of the projects we monitored was the 120 housing units said to be under construction in Kwalugu. In fact, the project site is located at Pusunamongo, which is the community before you get to Kwalugu. So we wanted to know what exactly they meant when they said that the construction was ongoing and listed it as such on the delivery tracker. And what we found was that they had recently come there to clear the land which is meant for this project. In November last year, when the president visited the Upper East region to cut sod for the construction of the Kwalugu Dam, he also used that ceremony to cut sod for this particular project we are talking about. But since then, nothing had been said about it until we recently saw it on the delivery tracker. So we just got there and realized that it was just 2 days after the vice president had that town hall session at which, the delivery tracker was also made public, that they came to do some bulldozing. In fact, we saw the bulldozer that was used to create a pathway from the Bolga Tamale Road to this site, which is about some 5-minute walk from the side of the road, and apart from the bulldozing which has taken place, there were some trees which we suspect are in the way of the construction, which they also took down during the course of that job. But apart from that, nothing else has been done. We got the opportunity to talk to a farmer whose farm is just around that particular land, whom we met at the time that we visited. And he was the one who told us everything he had seen. But he said that they used the opportunity of the recent bulldozing they did, the trees that they cut, they collected firewood from those trees. So he witnessed firsthand everything that had happened. But for now, construction itself has not begun on this project.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Albert Sore is our Upper East Regional correspondent. We can now